Okay, yep, that passes. So Lexo, you can roll with advantage. He says, "No, no, bounty hunters welcome in my store. 600 credits."
Getting closer.
How about 550?
That's almost 50% off. I'm already giving you 40% off discount. 600 credits.
Very well, but I will have to mark this dispute when I put it into the guild's registry. But we can do business.
Well, you should also note that bounty hunters' licenses count as security licenses for security kits. He stares at you.
I keep all safe. I have no problem with this. What do you do except jacking up prices?
40% discount. Very good deal.
I slide the credits over and give him a disapproving little slight, "You should be ashamed of yourself" look.
Thank you for your business. Makes like little chirping, squeaky noises to himself.
Oh, also, if like Del was trying to like on the sly use his hand motion-y thing, which apparently is how you use mind trick. So like,
Also,
if anyone wants to roll perception on whether or not anyone noticed that, feel free.
nah. Also, I only have 590 credits. I'm a little bit of a deadbeat here. Who wants to load me 10?
Yeah, no, Del's got you.
What am I?
Okay.
What is going on?
We're
I thought
haggling.
I had 700. I don't.
Yeah, Del's got you.
Okay, cool. I now have
What are
0
we
credits,
rolling
guys.
perception?
Well, you particularly can roll use the force if you want to see if you sense that Dell used the force. Everyone else can roll perception. Or you can roll use the force and perception.
I'm not rolling. I wasn't paying attention to that. I need to buy med packs though.
Yeah, while you were in the store, you see some med packs.
Should I roll a deception roll for that against Kalani's?
Well, if you're trying to remain unnoticed in the force, you have to make an opposed use of force check.
Oh, okay. That's even better.
And that's when the Nat 1 comes out.
Possible. Possible.
That is very strange. That number
Look, it's
looks
the
very
same roll.
familiar.
It is a very familiar roll.
Yep, Kalani, you don't notice that.
Cheating little rat.
I pick up 4 med packs and I put them on the counter.
Okay. Yeah, he looks at the med pack. He says, "Ah, yes, buying 4 med packs with 25% off. That's like buying 3, getting 1 free. Only 400 credits."
Wrong. 300.
Okay, roll persuade.
Oh goodness. Has it been a minute yet? Can I use mind trick again?
I think that
sigh,
sounds
roll
low.
my
I have
eyes,
great
and
prices.
shake my head.
25% off sale. Med packs in very hot demand, especially with all the injuries on the station. Only 400 credits.
I take
That's right, all
300.
those injuries.
I take
And
300.
he's the best medic on the station.
I take 300 credits out of my pocket and put them on the counter. I say, "Here's the money. You want it or not?"
Okay. He takes the 300 and gives you 3 med packs.
The 300 credits is for 4 med packs. Now give me my money back and keep your med packs or give me all 4 of them. I'm not going to waste time haggling with you. That's the deal. Take it or leave it.
Fine, you do not want my med packs? Then you can have your money back.
I pocket the money and walk out of the store.
Have a nice day.
Yeah, Dell's just gonna look like shrug.
Yeah, I think it's time for us to go.
So a name for the blaster, huh? Are you sure it? I don't know. I'm okay with I'm okay. Like obviously like not necessarily needing to return to the Admiral, but if he's like we need him on our good side to potentially have him put in a good word for us getting that ship.
I have my data pack out. I'm actually black marking this store on my
Okay.
data pad.
Leaving 0 stars. Will 0.
Yes, yes. I'm
Will
on,
not recommend
I'm
to a
on
friend.
Star Wars Yelp now.
Do you rant in all caps, or do you just like leave like 6 paragraphs of how terrible it was, or like one word no, and then just like 0 stars?
Are you leaving a bad post on Facebook about it?
Oh, when that one storekeeper just won't give you the fair and honest price. I just hate it when that happens.
Yeah. No, she's a little incognito. She doesn't have Facebook yet. She hasn't put a profile yet. What were you saying, Della, about the Admiral?
Well, I just think, well, depending on whether or not that blaster has some sort of significance to him, which it might based on its ornamental nature, I think the happier we can make the Admiral at this point, the more likely it is to kind of put a good word in for us getting the ship without having to try and like acquire it stealthily. I don't know about anybody else, but I prefer to not be a wanted fugitive from the Republic.
I'm not going to flash it on. Besides, if he's not grateful enough to John about saving his life, I'm pretty sure a golden blaster is not going to help. I'm going to play it by ear. I'm not going to put our lives in danger. It's pretty, and I need a blaster, and I'm not haggling with that guy for one, and if anyone else is like that, it's going to be a hard day to get a blaster. Plus, I'm out of credits. So, can we not talk about this just now? Can we just pretend it's mine for now?
No, that's what I'm saying. I'm just saying we might need it as a card later if we need it. I'm not saying to use it right away.
I'm confused.
Okay, so it's now 9 o'clock in the morning.
Did you guys ever leave the store?
Yeah, I think
Yeah.
we were leaving.
Oh, yeah.
Yeah, we were leaving as we started this conversation, I think.
Okay, I said, did you guys get everything you needed?
No, but it'll do.
Yeah, so Kalani, you got the stuff you wanted, right?
Yeah.
Okay.
Yeah, and I'm just counting that as refilling rather than adding to my stock of the cable and the mesh tape.
Okay.
I don't do the hard sell routine. I ain't got time. Ain't nobody got time for that.
I've dealt with worse on Nar Shaddaa, but yes, I understand. That's quite annoying. Occasionally you can find ones, but that usually requires a bit of personal relationship, saving their life, those type of things. It's better if you can arrange to save their life. It's a little easier.
Yeah, he was quite unreasonable. I think, although he's trying to run a store the way he wants to, but
I just had a thought. What if everyone on this wretched planet is like that?
I feel like the shopkeeper probably is not the same as everybody else. Otherwise, we may never get that ship.
Well, let's test that theory out. Let's go someplace else and see how friendly they are.
I'm trying to remember, did Kalani ever encounter that Rhodian on the colony?
I don't.
Yeah, I don't
remember
think anyone in
that.
this current party did.
Yeah, no. I don't
No.
think
I think that was
Oh yeah,
just Aelin.
yeah.
Yeah, it
Aelin.
was just Aelin.
Yeah, Aelin
And
Shad.
Ajax,
And
Ajax
Picard.
went once, I think. to get something. I
Ah.
don't remember what it was. It may have
No,
been
no, no, no. It
explosive.
wasn't Ajax. It was Shialu to get med
Yep.
packs.
It was Aelin and Shialu who were the only ones who met him.
Oh right, I had the fight with the person who was scared of me because I was Mandalorian, and they went to open the store.
Yeah,
That's right. That's what it was.
Yep.
Okay, so where do you guys want to go?
Are we gonna go stick our heads in another shop real quick and try somewhere else or not?
That's what it sounded
Yeah.
like.
Let's. How about we walk the promenade and see what shops are there?
Okay. Everyone roll perception.
Ooh. That's like the best perception roll I've rolled since I spotted the invisible droid on a grainy security footage.
And John.
He
Yeah.
wants.
He's just angry about the
right?
med packs.
So yeah, John, you're just upset about that. So
No, I got 3 hours of sleep.
and that. So yeah, so the main promenade is it's like this large like hall that's pretty tall. There's like 4 stories worth. So there's balconies on either side of this large open area, and they're all like lined with stores. And in the center, there's a really large rectangular pool with a very elaborate fountain. And with and the centerpiece of the fountain is like a statue. Yeah, so there's basically a lot of stores on here.
What's the statue of?
If you go over and look, it's like a statue of someone who is important in Teresian history.
Is there a plaque or
Mhm.
someplace we can find out?
Yeah, there's a plaque.
Well, I'll just water up and read it.
What's it say?
It's just a description of like the life of this person, who was like someone who was like in the Teresian government like 100 years ago, at the start of like the growth into the Ecumenopolis.
And the name is.
Jedder Tarsh.
I just wanted to make you do that.
Does he have a beard?
No, he has a goatee.
Well, that's nobody of consequence.
Hey, now.
Where's this? Do we see another store we can go to?
Yep, there are lots of stores.
Let's go to one.
Okay, what type of store would you guys want to go to?
One that sells med packs.
Okay, there aren't any medical stores. A lot of them are like clothing and other like fancy things. There's like one that sells like all just Teresian alcohol, specializing in Teresian ale. And there's other like clothing stores, and there's like a weapon store, and there's like a beauty salon.
I'm still wearing.
A cantina and stuff.
I just realized I'm still wearing that Republic.
The torn
uniform
up
that
Republic uniform that you defaced.
Yeah.
Hmm.
Yes. I left my real clothes on the ship. I'm mad now.
Oh, there's no pharmacy. There's no like CVS in here.
Yeah, but they don't sell like med packs. They just sell
I can
medicine.
put one together.
Okay.
I
yeah,
can
you
put one together piecemeal.
Yeah, you can try going to the like apothecary-ish pharmacy store. So you want to go in there?
Yeah, I go in and I grab a little cart and I gather up the pieces necessary to put together 4 med packs, and I bring it to the counter and I ask how much.
They look down at it and they say, "Wow, that's an interesting collection of stuff you got there."
I guess. How much?
Let me see. Then they start ringing it up on the thing. Well, it looks like it'll probably be about 500 credits.
You are out of control. Here's 300. Take it or leave it.
300 credits? For what? Why do you get a discount?
I'm not asking for a discount. I'm telling you this is what I'm offering for this merchandise.
I come up and I show the guy my license as a bounty hunter. And I say, we're part of the Republic officers that came in through. We're just trying to resupply. Please, if you
The
could help
Republic
us out.
officers are bounty hunters? You guys can both roll persuade.
Is this your store? Do you own this place?
No, man, I just work here.
So you don't have the authority to negotiate for prices.
I have the authority to ring you up on this cash register and charge you money. Do you want me to call up my manager?
I don't know. What's the result of our persuasion rolls?
Yeah, that was the result. That's what he asked you.
Nah, don't bother.
So do you want to buy all this stuff or what?
Nope. I'll keep my money.
Okay.
I just walk out and I say, I can't get a deal on this place.
They'll turn to John. Well, maybe if we can convince the Admiral to give us the ship to go on our missions, maybe we can convince him to have the military lend us some medical supplies. You did save his life, after all.
What time is
Well,
Like 9:30.
it? We better go rouse the others before they get sleeping in.
I was just about to agree with that.
Yeah, these stories just seem to be aggravation.
Yeah. Yeah. Well, I mean, not a lot of high-end places have bargaining economies. They're not really used to bartering.
Where are we staying exactly?
Yeah, you guys are staying in some like suite apartments.
I make
like
our way. I
upper
start
floor.
making our way back to. I start making my way back to our accommodations.
Okay.
Yeah, I think we're all gonna head
Yes.
there. But I'll ask Lexa. So, what do you normally like? What type? Like, you wanted help with the names, but like, what kind of names do you normally go with? Like,
Well, the sword is called Justice, and I call my needler Mercy. That's pretty much where I go with it. I was thinking perhaps fancy, but that seems a bit obvious.
so you like blinked out right there. I did not actually catch what you said.
I was actually thinking of naming it Fancy, but that seems a bit obvious.
Yeah. Barry, you can't out of character just come up with a name. You're not even awake yet.
I am too awake. You just don't
How do
know
you
where
know?
I'm at.
Well, you're not on comms with us.
He can, out of character, feed suggestions to you to propose.
But that's like stealing Alon's like bonding moment. I can't do that.
Well,
And that's
then
also a
maybe
good
he
name.
should shut up
So like,
if he doesn't want his sweet idea to get stole.
Okay, so you guys make it back to the quarters.
yeah, Del's just got a blank look on his face about naming things.
What was the sword name again?
Justice.
Justice. It's I call it that because I mete out justice to my enemies, and the needlers usually, instead of killing them, I knock them unconscious. Well, actually, I never kill them, but that's why I call it mercy.
I
Yeah,
thought
you could-
needlers were traditionally a poisoner's gun.
Traditionally, it is. The toxin I use is only a nerve agent. I don't really like killing sentients.
Yeah, you could call it the negotiator.
Ooh, I like
Since-
that.
Since a flare of violence can sometimes cause people to back down, but it's also not a toy to be trifled with.
I'll add that one to this.
Victory?
When you guys walk in, Dirk is up and eating some food. Good morning, everyone.
Good morning.
Morning, Dirk. Sleep well.
Well, I guess as well as could be expected.
Anything interesting happened last night?
You mean aside from being on board a ship that got ripped in half and we barely escaped with our lives and you almost left me there to die?
Wait, what?
We did not. We ensured you came with us. But I meant while you were sleeping in the apartment.
I don't know. Where have you guys gone?
We went to a shop and they argued with the shopkeeper.
Yeah, we went and wasted an hour of our lives we'll never get back.
I see. Yeah, that's why I buy all my stuff online.
Yeah,
That's the smart way to go.
Yeah, shipping is a bit of a problem though. If you know you're not back at your mailing address.
I hear
Yeah.
it's free if you remember.
Yeah, back on Ventween.
Well, all right. Are the others awake yet?
Yeah, Aeland walked out a little bit ago.
Oh, great. Del hits on the comms. Hey, Elon. We're all back in the room. Where'd you run off to?
Oh, nowhere particular. Just kind of taking a minute to breathe for a moment.
Didn't you get our note? It said no breathing.
Wait, what day of the week is it? Do I know?
Yes, you do. Let me go look at the last session where I wrote down my notes. Because I was trying to count up all the days last time, in case anyone asked me that.
They don't use 7-day weeks, guys. Coruscant doesn't rotate on that. Doesn't add up right. They have 12-day weeks.
Yes, it is currently the 12th day since you left with Del to go to Ventween. And day 8 was a Friday, so...
Dude, it's only been 12 days. Like, dang.
So that means it's Tuesday.
Okay.
That's an action-packed 12 days.
It's like 24.
Yeah, pretty much. Pretty much.
You know what I like best about that show? It doesn't take 4.5 episodes to get from one side of LA to the other. Like in real life.
It's
Right,
not realistic enough then.
It's just no. They see since there's terrorist plots, nobody's on the roads, so there's much less traffic. Instead of all the people evacuating, they just like say like, nope, no cars. Sorry, can't use cars. Cars are banned.
Never. But who wants to be in LA in the first place? I don't.
Yeah, true that.
Anyway, so
We were trying to figure out where Aelin was.
well, I guess yeah, we did the same kind of thing earlier. So hit up a couple shops, got some things we wanted, some things we didn't get. All in the day's work of trying to get fair prices.
Well, it sounds about right. Although, since this is in Teresian airspace, you might not get a fairly decent deal, or at least some of you might, or might not. Not out of character knowledge, because Aelon actually did roll really well on his galactic.
I think it was a nat
research.
20. I believe it was a nat
Yes.
Isn't that funny? I
Yes.
think we agreed he'd been here before.
He lived here for a little while.
He had a small apartment over on one of the upper areas and whatnot. He spent his his training time over here for Republic Security. He had one of those cushy jobs.
Is there someplace you'd like to meet up, Aelin?
Oh, if y'all want to meet up, that's fine. I can meet you back at the apartment, but I'll be bringing a small little thing that it kind of helped me tide over. It's been, y'all know, it's been quite harrowing these past few days, and I figured I needed a little bit to celebrate.
Yeah. I mean, we were just going to try and talk about a couple things before. I mean, we're also relaxing, but there's some things we need to discuss.
All right, I'll be right there then. And Aelon will get up from his seat. And how much does he owe for the bottle? He's just gonna go ahead and buy what's left of it.
Yeah, like 10 credits.
Okay.
Yeah, Dale's gonna check in on the room to see if Picasso is there or if he spirited snuck away to go steal the ship.
Yeah.
We get on the comms, hey guys, I have the ship, let's go. Or he just steals the ship and tells none of us and just leaves.
Yeah, no, he's in there. He's just plonked down on the bed in the exact same position that he's been all night.
Come on, you're the only person that Dell actually needs to talk to. You're killing me. But he also doesn't want to wake you up, because then you'll be angry.
Oh, well then Lexa will go wake
Yeah,
up.
I'll just poke my head back out and just be like, Picasso's still sleeping.
Yeah, Lexa walks in.
I'll wake him up.
Ooh, it's a race to
I
wake
called
up
it, I called
Picasso.
it.
Race. Fight.
And kill any face bombs.
Except that was out of character, so it would technically be the player of Kalani, so.
Okay, so someone wakes Picasso up. Guess it's Lexa. Unless you guys want to roll initiative
I-
to see who makes it first.
If John doesn't have any disagreements, I take. What kind of bed is he in? Like bunk bed?
No, they're all individual.
Okay, then I take like hood of the bed, and I shake the whole bed with it.
You're not an older sister, nah, are you?
One of the pillows flies at you.
Wait, you said you were asleep. You gotta roll perception first.
You're shaking the bed and waking him up. The moment he comes around enough to sort of get an idea of where it's coming from and who's attacking and who's trying to wake him up, that's what happens.
Do I
That's
roll
what he
the
tries
X?
to do.
That's one pillow that will hurt.
I don't
Yeah, I
think.
want to know how a pillow can do that much damage.
I
don't
don't think
think
it
it
Pillow
can.
could kill
I
someone.
I
really
mean, it's not.
I think a
it's not meant
colossal
to-
I
object
think
would
that's
do
the
that much
damage to the
damage.
pillow, honestly.
I mean,
The pillow just
it would,
disintegrates.
it's gonna hurt.
Pillow
It's probably
just
gonna do some damage,
feathers.
and you're probably gonna fly back. That's about it. That's the entire point of it, is to hit you with a pillow and knock you away, so you stop doing stuff.
The pillow explodes into a burst of feathers.
Yeah, no,
Probably.
Dal should have just woken him up. It would have gone better.
Yep, pretty much. Harmless fun results in lethal attack.
See, because then I could have just, like, in his mind, wake up.
Probably safer.
Okay, so a pillow flies at you and breaks into feathers.
Oh, you're gonna have to pay for that one. Get up, lazy bones. Then I kick the bed one more time and then I leave. I'm not paying for it.
So does Picas get up? Or does he go
No.
back to sleep?
He goes back to sleep.
Okay.
I come
Now,
back.
out of character, long ago, I already decided randomly when he was gonna get up, and so
I go back. Discussing whether or not we should steal the ship, but I guess we'll just have to do it without you.
Wait, what?
Guess you're gonna
And
miss
then-
all the adventures and mischief and secrets.
Yeah, no, Dal's just gonna in his
Were we
head.
actually
Okay,
discussing
you
that?
guys hear whirring noises, and DH5 Alpha like walks out of that room and says, "We are planning on stealing the ship. I will assist."
Shut it. Shut up.
What did he say? What?
He said that he'd assist you in stealing the ship.
Were we actually
And I told him
discussing
to shut
this?
up. I wink at Kalani like
I wasn't.
playing.
I was talking out of character.
Right, well, Del, I think your plan is solid. We'll teleport in using these new devices we found at the store. Yes, and I walk down the hall as I'm talking. And I like motion for everyone to follow me.
Kalani face palms.
Yeah, Del is just standing there.
Okay, so you guys hear a pager at the quarter, the door to the quarters. Buzz goes off. Someone's trying to get in.
I immediately shoot at the sound. No, I don't.
Aww.
I was
I
gonna
was just
s-
joking about punching the walls of this apartment, but if you guys really want to do damage to it, I mean,
I say, Dave's not here.
I was.
I
When would Aelin would have been walking up to the apartment? Because it might influence how long the buzzer happens.
Yeah, I don't think you're there yet. Because it was like
Okay.
right after they went in to try to get.
Fine,
Picard, so
I
you're
answer
probably
the
on your
door
way
the
back.
normal, boring way.
Okay. Yeah, you open it and you see Knight Ellis there.
Hello, Jedi.
Ah, hello, John.
What can I do for you?
Well, since you answered the door, I guess I'll thank you for saving my life and the life of the Admiral. But I'm here to deliver a message to Kalani.
Come right in.
Thank you. And she walks in.
I close the door behind her and lock it.
greetings.
She like looks at you, John. What?
But
Wasn't meant to be suspicious. I'm just securing the place.
So Jedi Ellis says to you, Kalani, do you have a data pad, Kalani?
yes, now I have a basic data pad.
Okay,
Just got it,
excellent.
actually.
I received a message from your commander for you, so I'll give it to you, and you can read it at your leisure.
Thank you.
I'd also like to thank all of you for your role in saving the Admiral and myself. I guess it's good that Dell's vision of my death did not come to pass, and thank you, Kalani, for helping me not freak out about that. Luckily, we saved most of the people on the ship.
Well, Dell has just come out of the other room, so like, yeah. He'll close it behind him. So he missed that whole conversation.
Jedi, is there a complete casualty list from the loss of the Trepidation?
Okay, Kalani, I put the note that you just got into the little Kalani current situation handout. Yeah, so she turns to you and says, based on our records, we've recovered 90% of the crew. And 10% are still unaccounted for.
Do you have names?
Yes, we do.
Could I see them, please?
I can have someone send them to you. I don't have them with me.
How's the Admiral doing?
He's still at medical care, but he's stabilized now. Mostly thanks to John.
That's good to hear.
Tell him I said don't mention it.
But I thought
He got his neck by a big Sith vampire thing.
what?
The Admiral, he got his neck by a big Sith vampire bat thing.
The thing that said
Yes.
attacked the bridge, we stopped it. Like John stopped him from dying up on the bridge,
Yeah.
but he still needed a lot of medical attention.
Yeah,
Because when I got to the
What I was going to say when I was interrupted by a real F cough, was
Sorry.
I thought someone said that everyone was gotten off the ship before it.
Well, I thought that most people had gotten off, but also we're not sure how many people were killed on the bridge either.
Because and I were the first stage. When we got there, this dark creature was already attacking and killing the people aboard. The Admiral and a few of his guard were the only ones really trying to fend off the creature. Unfortunately, Because and I just couldn't get to the creature in time before it bit into the Admiral. Luckily, when John came, he was able to stabilize him after the withered creature was defeated.
I know how to band-aids now.
I had hoped from the description that that it had gone a bit better than that.
It's probably still better than what would have happened with a disabled ship and a Sith cruiser approaching, but I agree.
Yes,
It's not ideal.
yeah, there is that, but it's still.
Yes, I find that quite mysterious how we managed to be above Terrace, although it turned out to be rather fortunate.
I'm not sure exactly how that happened either, but
And it's amusing. The two people who can definitively answer that, one is asleep and doesn't want to be woken up just yet, and the other one is in severe medical condition.
I mean, I can kind of waffly answer it, but like, I don't think that you would respond too kindly for that explanation while you were not present. Because Dell likes keeping other people's secrets.
Well, I mean, I don't know how you would know any of that.
Well, I mean, like, he has guessed things, but he doesn't know for sure. That's why I say he can give explanation. And based on what he thinks about the creature. So it's all speculation from Dell, but like, he doesn't know for sure.
The investigator said he might want to ask us questions later. Is there anything else, though, that we are needed for?
I'm not sure. That's not really what I'm trying to handle now. I'm just trying to get back in touch with the Jedi Council and tell them what's been happening. Also, I see that you still have the bounty hunter's droid with you.
And?
And what were you planning on doing with it?
I believe we were planning on using it to further our goals.
I see.
Goals that, I remind you, saved your life last time. We might be able to use that droid to save someone else's.
Ah, an excellent idea.
Have you actually, like, have you fully debriefed the Jedi Council then?
No, I have not. I'm meeting with them later to discuss.
So are you gonna continue your service out here? Or are you gonna return to the Jedi Temple, one of the Jedi Temples?
It's unclear at the moment. I may transfer to a different Republic ship.
Jedi, this question might be a little out of your wheelhouse, but do you know where I could get some wholesale prices on some medical equipment? The vendors here on the station's prices are exorbitant, to say the least.
Ah, you need more med packs?
I'd like to get at least 4 of them if I could.
Well, you should come with me to where we've set up a temporary Republic depot on the station. We'll see what we can look for. You might also try inquiring down at the medical bay.
Really rather not take medical supplies from somewhere where they might be in dire need. And I'm not taking any more freebies.
Do remember there is an entire planet city down below us. I'm not sure anything we take is not going to be quickly and thoroughly replaced.
Maybe so. Are you headed that way now?
Yes.
What about the rest of you group? What do you got going on in the immediate future?
Well, I think, once Picasso wakes up, it seems like he's needing a little bit more rest than everybody else. But once he wakes up, we should probably get back together to discuss things. But until then, not a lot.
Well, I'm gonna go see what I can scrounge up, and I'll be right back.
Jedi,
Yes?
I was wondering if there was a way for someone to communicate transgalactically. I haven't spoken to my family in a little while, and I wish to.
She blinks. It's just transgalactically. Is your family within this galaxy? I think that should be possible, yes.
Right, I mean, with transmit throughout the galaxy. I don't know exactly where they are. So I would need some place with a powerful transceiver.
So do you know their comm channels?
I do.
Well, then you should be able to call them no problem with the station.
All right. Would you mind showing that to me here on the map?
Sure. Yeah, she points out like a communication hub of the station.
Thank you.
You're welcome. Would you like to come with me, John, to the Republic Depot?
Right behind you.
Okay, so she leaves.
And I'll sit down and read my message.
Okay.
And
Oh, and Elon comes back now
and
as,
yeah, Dell's gonna look at Lexa
as she's leaving.
and say, "I'm not sure contacting your family might be the best move right now."
You can't tell me that they're alive. I need to know.
Yes, but if you remember, like, well, obviously from our visions, we know that the Sith might be trying to hunt down people that we know, but somehow the Sith were able to track us to the asteroid, and then also send bounty hunters on a ship which picked us up. And now there's
We're
someone is
also-
sending some
Yeah.
sort of communication to John directly. So if we're still under surveillance and you call them, you said you don't know their location right now, but that likely means that the Sith don't know their location. But if you call them, they might be able to track that.
Yeah, I don't want to put them at
I'm-
risk by contacting them.
I understand that you need to know whether or not they're okay, but I'm obviously not technologically savvy enough to figure out a way to do it without the possibility of tracing it. But if we can do that, then obviously then I have no problem. I have no problems with that, and I'm just trying to help. But if you need to do it, feel free.
She kind of shifts a little bit in size and rubs her neck. You can tell she's clearly kind of stressed out about that idea, but she does nod and says, "You're right in suggesting I should take precautions, but it's causing me a lot of undue stress to not know either way. And at this point, it wouldn't surprise me if they could just use their force magic to just pinpoint them with what little they know of me. I need to know. Maybe that means I need Dirk's help, but I don't think I can go much longer without knowing for sure."
Yeah, I'm if you or like how Pakaz was able to find Alora with Alond, I could attempt something similar for you, but I know you're not necessarily comfortable with that. So if you want to go the technology route, that's obviously your choice.
Aylin's back, right?
Probably walked in just as his name was said.
Then Alexa nods at his entrance. Aylin, welcome back.
Oh, thank you.
Yes, welcome back. And good morning.
Oh, good morning to you, Jedi. It's good to see you up and about, and very much so awake.
It's good to be up and about and awake. And apparently a lot has been happening.
Oh, not necessarily a lot, just definitely some very stressful things.
And we're letting Pakaz sleep in a little bit more. Yeah, give the impression that he did not want to be awoken.
In other words, y'all couldn't wake him up.
Oh no, Alexa tried and she got a pillow thrown in her face.
See that pile of feathers? He's paying for them.
Oh, alright, alright. He can clean them up then.
Yeah, what's Dirk doing, by the way? Is he like just chilling?
Yeah, he's still eating.
So what is this celebration you went to fetch?
Well, it's about the closest word I can put to it, but Emma is safe, so I figured a little bit of a treat was due. And he holds up a partially drinking bottle of brandy, Iridonian brandy, like usual.
She hasn't contacted you though.
Not yet, but I kind of don't figure she would have contacted me anyways, not with things being the way they are. I need to go find her eventually and figure stuff out.
Well, if it turns out she's totally unrelated to Alora and whatever, like, if we can acquire that bounty hunter ship, we might be able to help you figure things out.
Can I interrupt?
Yeah, I don't think you're there.
No, I want to call on my comlink.
Yeah.
Okay.
Hey, I got a couple more med packs. I'm on my way back. I just got a call from that guy again. He says he's got a
Oh,
job
boy.
for us on Ventuine fighting Sith or something. He still won't
Uh,
identify himself except to say he's a friend, whatever that means.
Maybe it's those odd characters we found in the hallway outside.
I don't know. Like I said, I don't recognize the voice, but I'm on my way back. I'll be there shortly.
All right.
Wait,
Alright.
you didn't happen to record the conversation, did you?
Does my comlink have that capability? Kyrath? I don't think it does it?
No.
Could I like hook
But
up my
sure,
hollow
every so
recorder to
often.
it so it can like record the incoming audio from it?
Yeah, you could do that if you wanted.
Okay, yeah, I'm gonna do that when he gets back. Hollow recorders are sweet. I get to use my hollow recorder for something. Yes. I've been waiting for this moment. We haven't really had to record anything.
Psst, GM, this is where you make him roll a technology roll and
I'm
hope
gonna
it
have
hits
Dirk
a
set it
1.
up. I'm gonna have Dirk set it up. I don't know what you're talking about.
Okay, that concludes my interruption. I apologize. I thought
Oh,
that
that's
was
all
kind
right.
of urgent.
Yes, it was.
Alright, we'll see you when you get back here then. And Elon will turn to the rest of the party. Well, as far as being related to Alora, Emma is related, that's for sure. She's a Chani. Alora's a Chani. They're related somehow. Whether or not they're related by blood, as in they are of the same mother, or if they're the same person, is another story.
Yeah. Personally, I'm fascinated by it, but we may have
here-
more
here
pressing
it's-
matters. But I won't know for sure until
You keep
the
saying
cause
the
wakes up.
force is strange. And then there's this.
I couldn't explain this even if I'd had an entire course in the academy. This is completely bonkers, at least to me. I'm not entirely certain what's going on here, but there is definitely something. But there's definitely a plot here that bears further investigation.
Okay, so John, you get back with the med packs. Is there anything else in particular you guys want
Somewhere
to
in
do?
here, I guess I finally get a chance to actually read my message.
Yeah.
Okay.
then I'm gonna head for the transceiver with Dirk, and I'm also gonna say, hey, Aelin, do you have experience in SIS? Yes.
Not necessarily SIS, but more in communications with, or actually hacking into HUT communications. We'll just be honest here.
Oh, perfect. So you know how to scramble a signal then?
I know how to unscramble it, and scrambling it should be roughly the same. I should be able to.
I need to contact my family, but Dell suggested that may not exactly be safe. If that's your area of expertise, would you mind helping me?
I don't mind at all. It's kind of something I tend to do. Kind of come up as an investigator quite a bit when I was working at Nar Shaddaa.
Well then, Dirk, why don't you stay here? I think Aelin's got this. I just figured now's the best time to do it since we're not really doing anything yet.
Oh, understandable.
Right, then I'll start heading for where the Jedi marked.
So,
Okay.
Kalani, what's the message? I mean, obviously, if it's personal, you don't have to share, but
Apparently, I'm supposed to report back to the Jedi Enclave.
for a debriefing or
My official knighting ceremony and first official mission.
well, didn't your master sanction this mission?
Yes, but the official. I don't know what it is.
What are you gonna do?
Well, I can contact my master and try to catch her up on what's been going on with us and figure out what we're supposed to do.
Didn't Knight Ellis say she was having a meeting with the council later?
Yes.
It might be more prudent to try and just brief the council, because if you're needed here and you take you
yeah.
all the way back to the Enclave, it might be more prudent to try and convince them of that now rather than when you're traveling halfway across the galaxy.
Do you maybe want to discuss these weird messages I've been getting first, so that you can keep them appraised of those as well?
I mean, I know since you're fuzzy on the details of what happened in the last, like, 12 hours or so, I mean, if they'd allow me to sit in on the council like in your meeting with them, I'd be happy to sit with you and help fill in the gaps.
So it's like 11:30 at this point, and someone comes by with more like lunch food.
More food, excellent. Oh, and Del asked John, did Knight Ellis say where she was going after you both went to the depot?
No, I didn't speak to her again.
Okay, so these messages said that you were on Ventuine. Like, there's something on Ventuine.
He said he's got a job for me, and something about it being close to my heart. I don't know what in the world that means. I don't know who this person is. He claims to be a friend. I don't know what he thinks he knows about me, but he says the Sith have become a menace, and he won't tell me any details. He says that we get details when we get there.
Hmm.
And he says it's of immense importance.
He's even more vague than I am.
Yeah.
The only people that I recall encountering that might know who you are is those two people we encountered in when we were trying to return to Lex's apartment.
Like I said, I don't recognize the voice on the comm, and I don't even remember hearing them speak.
Oh, that reminds me. Hey Dirk, do you think you could hook up?
Dirk's not there.
What? What happened to Dirk? Dirk didn't go.
Yeah, he went with Lexa, didn't
Oh,
he?
Lexa told him to stay. He said
Oh,
Elon's got it
I-
covered, and then told Dirk to stay.
Oh, just kidding. Dirk is there.
Dirk said, "Hey Dirk, do you think you can kind of connect my holo recorder to John's comlink to record communications?"
Why do you want me to do it?
He's been getting calls that from someone he's not sure who it is, so if we can kind of capture the data,
We want to know who they are and where
either
these calls are
capture
coming
like
from.
if you can capture the audio data and potentially any signal data that's coming in, that would be helpful.
Well, that seems mostly like a hardware issue. I deal mostly with software and coding. I mean, it's your holo recorder.
Yeah, isn't it software for the holo? Like it's still software for setting up like things to take data from one thing and transfer it to another.
Okay, you can hook it up and I'll program it to work.
Okie dokie. It's gonna be a fun roll. What do I have to roll? Can I take money on
Mechanics.
this?
Mechanics.
Out of
Are
out
you
of
trained
character-
in mechanics? I don't think taking
No.
20 without
No, I
being
can't. I'm not
is
trained.
possible.
Out of character, how bulky and heavy is this thing that you're?
Oh, it's tiny, and like it's probably like a wireless connection, so you can just like keep it in your pocket.
I think
Is
it's
it still
I
asleep?
think it's like the thing that Qui-Gon plugged into his comlink in Phantom Menace. If you recall.
It just it's
Nope.
like
When
well,
he's
not
like
exactly like that.
talking to Obi-Wan, he's like, "Oh, Anakin's got a huge Metacori account." He plugs into like a little device in his comlink and it uploads information directly to Obi-Wan's comlink.
A holo
It's
recorder is
tiny.
just like it can record holograms, but also audio and video. So it's like a super deluxe video camera kind of thing.
I'm just trying to decide if I need to complain about having to carry this clunky thing around with me. all
Let
the
me see
time.
how much it weighs. It weighs 0.1 kilograms.
It's a hollow recorder.
Yeah.
All right, I guess.
So it can't actually record audio. It only records holograms. Because you don't have an audio recorder, you have a holo recorder.
I think it said it could do like the basic things too.
I don't know. The description of it is hilariously funny because it makes it sound like it can only do one thing.
Yeah, can we just have it be able to do that? Because that doesn't make any sense. It obviously captures audio of some form from inputs, so it
It
should
can-
just be able to store
Mhm.
audio. That's why we need Dirk to like code things so that it does it properly.
Mm-hmm.
But obviously, it can record audio. Like I don't care if if it has to record a hologram of John talking at the same time.
Yeah, it can do that.
Like it doesn't matter. But like if it can get signal data and stuff. from
Yeah, that's why
connecting.
you're trying to work.
Well,
it out. But
signal
basically,
data
if
would
you
be
just
something
wanted to
separate
record
from
a
audio.
holo of him getting it, he could just like press the button and record himself with it every time
Yeah.
he gets a call.
Yeah, but I want to get signal data so we can trace it.
Okay. Yeah, so that's why you have to hook it up and do complicated things.
Well, I mean, if you want, like,
Oh, I feel like
rolled
that
a
use of-
21 on mechanics.
I feel like that use of this piece of equipment's really a stretch from its intended purpose.
Yeah, are you trying to get electronic data, but like the code of the signal? Because this is just going to record like the voice talking.
yeah, if you want
I think
network,
that-
You're probably going to
stuff,
have to
you
hook
need
up
a
your
data
data
pad.
pad if you want to do the other thing.
Okay, I'll hook it. I'll use my newly acquired data pad.
Well, recording the guy on the other hand will help to some degree.
Yeah, but I
It is
mean the data pad
useful.
should be able to store the audio anyway. If you're pulling data.
I'm not sure the 100 credit data
What-
pad can do that.
What data are you trying to get exactly?
Traceable, so we can figure out maybe where or who's sending it.
So you want to determine the transmission source.
But if it's all the way on Ventuine, then it's gonna be hard to just try and use other
I
methods
think
to
for
track.
that,
If you
you're
want to
gonna
do
have
that, you
to-
need access to the comms network,
Yeah.
the Republic comms network that stuff goes through.
Yeah. Like I said, you're gonna need like a room and probably a slicer.
Yep.
I think that was it Lexa that said I think there is value in at least recording his next transmission, so
Yeah,
that we
sure.
at least have that so we can review it.
Yeah. So yeah, here I'll just hand it to you so you can record things.
You know,
Okay,
I have an
so-
audio recorder, I'm pretty sure.
Yeah, but
So-
you're asleep. So in case he calls before then, I'm gonna
Yep.
give him this.
So what do I do? Do I just answer like normal?
Yeah. I set it up so that it is recording like ambient audio and also the audio from your comm device.
So it's recording now.
No, it'll record. You can just turn it on.
So what, I push this button to record?
Yeah, so you want him to just have to push the button, or do you want it to automatically start recording every time he receives a call on his comm link?
Nah, because we don't need to record stuff from us.
Okay. Yeah, so you have to press the button in order for it to record.
Okay. Well, next time I get a call, I'll record it. But in the meantime, we're doing nothing about this. We're just waiting.
Well, I mean, you can try and get information out of him, I suppose, but it doesn't seem like he's going to be very forthcoming unless we can trace the signal somehow. Oh no, I'm not inclined to go back to Sith-controlled space anytime soon, at least until we figure out what exactly the deal is with that creature. But
Kyrath, can I make some kind of roll to try to recall, to see if if I can remember hearing that voice anywhere?
Yeah. You can make an intelligence roll.
Okay.
It doesn't sound familiar to you.
Okay. For the life of me, I can't place where I might know this voice from if I do at all. It just doesn't sound familiar to me. I've been
Well, I guess
racking my brains.
We'll just hopefully he'll give up enough information we can actually figure out what's going on, or we'll be able to trace it back to whoever's actually making the call. So if we ever go back to Ventuine,
If it was the guy in the hallway that time, I might be able to recognize his voice.
yeah. So if we get a recording, someone else might be able to recognize it. But other than that, we should try and locate Night Ellis to see if you want to try and get in on the console conversation.
Me?
Yeah.
No, he'll turn to Kalani and ask that.
Yeah.
Okay. How about we take a break right now?
That sounds
Okay.
good.
I'll be right
Yeah.
back.
We'll
Okay.
reconvene in 10 minutes.